Hi, welcome to the third installment of the Ancestral or Ancestor Spreads. This one's called the Ancestry Tarot Spread. Now it's by Emerald Lotus Definition. Even though Lady Blind Wolf sent them to me and I really want to do them in this series, this one is by Emerald Lotus Definition. So I really want to sort of acknowledge that in some way. So when we begin, let's get rid of you've seen this is the spread here, so just to show you, let's have a look at what they actually are. So firstly we're looking at number 1 at the top, how my ancestors play a role in my current life. Number 2 is a skill I have from my ancestors. Number 3, a trait I have from my ancestors. Number 4, an ancestral lesson that I carry. Oops, lazy. Let's have a look here when we're done. Okay, so, whoops. Number 5 is how can I deepen my connection to my ancestry, and a message, and number 6 is a message from my ancestors. So let's put this to one side so we can do the spread that we want to do. Okay, so here we go. Now I'm going to use Silver Witchcraft Tarot. For some reason this has been drawn. I used my pendulum to divine which tarot and oracle deck I was going to use for this one, and Silver Witchcraft with the Fairy Forest. So it feels like I'm going to be connecting to my pagan or my witch type, or I think it's pagan type ancestors, and they were very much in the forest dwellers, if you like. They lived in the forest in some way, so very nature-based ancestry. So let's do card number 1. How my ancestors play a role in my current life. A skill I have from my ancestors. A trait I have from my ancestors. An ancestral lesson that I carry. How I can deepen my connection to my ancestry, and a message from my ancestors. So let us continue by adding another layer with this here. Okay, so we just shuffled with the Fairy Forest. How my ancestors play a role in my current life. My skills. Whoops, I think I'll put them right around the wrong way, but ancestral lesson, how I can deepen my connection, and a message from my ancestors. Right, okay, so let's have a look. First one is how my ancestors play a role in my current life, and here we've got 9 of Swords. So maybe it's about working with the worry and the stress in some way. Maybe they help and guide me through the difficult times. And the next card I have is the Elf Queen, which is about introverted burden and responsibility. That's interesting, with 9 of Swords and the Elf Queen. So here it's about, definitely about what stresses, what burdens I feel. Definitely feel like my ancestors play a role in my current life through that. Okay, a skill I have from my ancestors. Okay, I've got 5 Wands, which is about conflicts and struggles. Rituals. So rituals and being power. So this is Sorceress here. So this is about my willpower, my determination, my ritualistics through any conflicts or anything like that. That's a skill I have. I can deal with conflicts and things like that. Through my own inner power. It's interesting. A trait I have from my ancestors. So let's have a look. Here we have the Queen of Pentacles. Again, we've got that business, maybe to do with healing and things like that. And here it's about compassion, release and relief, the merciful one. So it could be about dealing with healing and stuff like that, having that compassion to be able to help people release and let go of things that they find difficult or they need healing. So that's an interesting card coming up again in regards to ancestral traits. Right, ancestral lesson that I carry. So let's have a look. What lessons? So here I have the Tower. So here I have the things that are shaky and wobbly, so a sense of doom and gloom. Maybe learning to rebuild. Learning to rebuild. It's an ancestral lesson that I carry. So it's about stillness, pause, and delicacy. So maybe there's a sense of, even when things are chaotic, that I learn to be in stillness with it. That's maybe a lesson that I need to learn. Okay, now how I can deepen my connection to my ancestry through Page of Wands. Okay, through my motivation and drive, my fire, my creativity, with a fresh new spring. With the Green Witch is fresh and new. So a new creativity, a fresh creative. That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, next one is a message from my ancestors. So here I have the World. So this is about moving through new cycles, leaving behind the old to move on. And it's about, and here we have Awen, A-W-E-N, Awen, a gift, a divine inspiration, and an awakening. So when you're leaving behind the old and moving on to the new, could be a sense of awakening within oneself. What an interesting combination of cards for that spread. Okay, so that was really cool. How my ancestors play a role in my current life, a skill I have from my ancestors, a trait I have from my ancestors, an ancestral lesson that I carry, how I can deepen my connection to my ancestry, and a message from my ancestors. Wow, that is so awesome. So don't forget to check the links down below. Check the links on my channel. Like, subscribe, and ring that bell so you know when the next video will be uploaded. Don't forget to check out Lady Blind Wolf's channel. That's it from me. Take care. Blessed be.